What have you learned about technologies from the process of constructing this product? My problem was my voiceover. From my target audience research, I found that my voiceover was very amateur. It needed to be deeper, older, and stronger. So first, to record my voiceover, I had to create a project folder. To do this, you open the program, you go down to New, and you type in a project folder name. And hit Create. I had to make sure all my presets were on. So I had to create audio track by right-clicking, create add audio track, and it came up. Then I click add track. Next I had to make sure my mics were connected. So I went to devices, VST connections, and here we have the devices that were there. I had to make sure I was in inputs so I could check whether my mics were there. Go down to presets, make sure it's on for stereo. And now if we go down to device port, we can see that we can choose from so many different devices. But if we go into audio device, there's only one you can choose. If we click that for all of them, we have our mics connected. Now we have to check the volume of the mics. As you can see, it's very low at the moment. It should be at least about the halfway mark, so about there. Now to make it go there, I had to adjust my mics, the volume on my mics, and make my actor talk louder. Now here we can see how the volume is at the right level. It can be clearly heard and is hitting the midway mark. Now I had to record the actual voiceover. If I was to hit record straight away, the program wouldn't pick up anything like so. Although my actor is speaking into the mic, nothing is being recorded down. Now to make sure that it's recorded, we have to click the record button on the audio track, and then if we hit record, we can see that the program is picking up the audio. This is my first take.
Station and the trauma. There have been hundreds of documentaries, all presenting perspectives, arguments, and versions of reality. But are we any closer to the truth? Are we any closer to understanding what led a group of men from a variety of backgrounds to commit these atrocious acts in the name of religion?
As you can see, it was too high and it was not monotone and didn't have the deep voice I wanted, so I took it a second take.
Heroes, the injured, the villains. These images are burnt in. But what have we learned since these attacks, since the devastation and the trauma?
This worked well because it was deep, strong, and bold, so it was good to use. Now I had to export the MP3 file so it could be used within my film. If I selected the amount that I wanted from the top bar, I go up to File, down to Export, and Audio Mixdown. Now if we click down, it comes up with a screen and we can choose where we want to save it. So I chose to save it on my desktop just because it's easy to be found. Create a new folder. Suitably name that folder, so Anish Kedia AS. and then suitably name the file, so VoiceOver. Click Save. Then I had to make sure it was in the file format MP3, so MPEG 1 layer 3 file. Just make sure all sets are right and then hit export. And it should export it as an MP3 file. Now that's done, I can close down the program, find my folder which I created, and the VoiceOver file, double click, and we can check whether the export has worked.
Villains. We remember the heroes, the injured, the villains.
The MP3 file was great.